All right, guys, Drew DiMarino here. We're going to get going here today. I appreciate everyone taking the time here. The goal here today is just to give you a pretty high-level overview. The main event here is going to be a demo, so I don't want to hold us up too much from there. But again, we're excited about our relationship between eMoney Advisor and AdvisoryWorld. Again, myself, Drew DiMarino. We've got Heather Blair, who's going to be giving you the demo of the integration, what that looks like. And then from AdvisoryWorld, we have Ed and Jeff that are going to jump on as well. So with that said, we'll just jump into the agenda. So why are we here? What are we doing? With eMoney Advisor, what are we hoping to do? Where are we hoping to become? We are looking to be the platform of financial services. So an easy-to-use advisor interface, client portal, aggregation, screen sharing with collaboration, but also a critical piece of this platform is best-of-breed integrations with best-of-breed third-party vendors like AdvisoryWorld. So our clients have asked for this efficiencies and scalability, and then we work to incorporate these integrations. Why? Because we talk to our advisors constantly, and what do they tell us? They wanted, prior to a year or so ago when we launched the EMX platform, they wanted ease of use. They wanted integrations. They know that they have to have these efficiencies across their technology. We feel that we are very much a front runner and a leader in that space to be that platform of financial services with those integrations. So we offer our platform, and again, we combine our platform with great companies out there like AdvisoryWorld. I'm going to turn it over to Heather right now, who's going to be the star of the show here from the demo standpoint, and then after that, we're going to hear from Ed and Jeff from AdvisoryWorld as well.
All right, hi everybody. We're just pulling up the screen right now. And so I'm going to take you through a demo of the integration. So we're going to start from the beginning of turning this thing on. So once you navigate to the EMX Select page, you'll now see the AdvisoryWorld tile. You can go ahead and click on that. And here you see our new support pages that give you a brief highlight of what this integration really does. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. So we click the turn on button, and then you can go ahead and enter your AdvisoryWorld username. Hitting send will send this over to AdvisoryWorld and link our systems. Once they're linked, you will be taken right into AdvisoryWorld's Scanalytics application. And here you have the full functionality of the AdvisoryWorld Scanalytics application, including their model dashboard, their complex reporting, and all of that, which we'll get more into in a little bit. So heading back to EMX, we're going to show you some of the deeper integration points that we have within AdvisoryWorld. So first, I'm going to navigate to one of our clients. And so here's Jacob and Mary. So one of the great things AdvisoryWorld has are all of these reports. So on our client's reports page, you can go into AdvisoryWorld reports, and we have 3 of them: the detailed analytics, the fact sheets, and the holding scan that you can run right from this page. So we're going to go ahead and run the fact sheets. And here, when you're running them from the reports tab, you have the option to include all of your accounts or pick just a single account. So you can go ahead and hit Run Report, and we send over all of the holdings of that account over to AdvisoryWorld, and AdvisoryWorld will generate their fact sheet report that we'll see here in just a second. And there we go. So from here, you're able to save your report, put it in the vault, whatever you want to do with that. So navigating back to the reports page, we also have the ability to mark these reports as favorites, and then they will show up in your favorite report section with the AdvisoryWorld logo on top. Now, you are also able to run these 3 reports for any qualified accounts from the client's overview. So here we can see Jacob and Mary have 4 accounts here. And again, we can take one of them, click on the drop down, and all 3 of those AdvisoryWorld reports are right here. Clicking on that report will send just that account over to AdvisoryWorld, and we'll generate the report right from there. So again, we'll see this come up in just a second here. And there we go. And here's our holding scan. So those are the two main integration points we have. So now we're going to go back to our application level, single sign-on. And again, you can get to this from any point within EMX by clicking Applications and then AdvisoryWorld. So here, again, we're in our Scanalytics application. And one of the things we can go and do is import one of our eMoney clients so we can run some more of those detailed reports with AdvisoryWorld. So here I'm going to click it on Import, and it's going to build my client list. So once everybody's loaded, I'm going to select a client. So here we're going to pick Ben and Libby. We're going to go ahead and import these guys. And so now I'll get a list of all of Ben and Libby's accounts, and I can pick and choose which ones I want to import. Here we only have one, so I'm going to import Ben's investment account and go ahead and select Import there. And it was successful. So now I'll see this on my dashboard. So now if I want to run some of these more complicated AdvisoryWorld reports, I can go ahead and click on the Reports tab. And here we're going to run the Compare scan. So we're going to select parameters. And here if Ed or Jeff, if you want to hop in with any more commentary, we're going to go ahead and add our sample model here.
And what Heather's going through here is really the benefit of pulling data into our system rather than just utilizing the convenience of running AdvisoryWorld reports through eMoney. When pulling a client's account into our system, you're going to have the ability to generate these comparative reports, as Heather's demonstrating right now. So we're pulling a client's current portfolio into our system, selecting our recommended model, and then comparing the two, showing the client or prospect, or client in this case, this is where you are and this is what I'm recommending. All of these reports would be completely white labeled for you, the advisor, with your firm's name, logo, and custom colors.
And so here we can see. Go ahead.
Okay. If you want to zoom in just a little bit, what you have here are the two portfolios compared versus one another. We've got on the asset pie charts, we've got them broken down on the asset class level. Within our application, we can have these pie charts broken down on the actual investment, asset class, category, or subcategory level. That macro allocation table gives you the ability to look under the hood of the investments within the portfolio, so you're looking within the SMAs, ETFs, or funds. Risk versus return versus current versus proposed, showing them this is where you are and this is what I'm recommending. In this case, we're losing a little bit of return, but we're showing them we're taking quite a bit less risk. And then in our third page, we've got our overlap analysis. So they've got their current portfolio has a little bit of overlap, and what we're recommending there has little. This would be a great report to demonstrate, if you've got a client who's got a portfolio with American funds or Vanguard, for example, which are known for overlap, and what you're recommending is quite a bit more diversified.
All right, thank you so much. So that concludes our demo. And then if you want to talk a little bit more about AdvisoryWorld.
Sure. AdvisoryWorld is, advisors utilizing AdvisoryWorld for our portfolio analytics, portfolio modeling, and proposal generation. We also provide a little bit of research with our screening capabilities and our one-page tear sheets that Heather highlighted that you can generate directly through eMoney. These can be generated on any positions we cover, meaning mutual funds, stocks, annuity sub-accounts, ETFs, closed-end funds, SMAs, you name it. And anything that is done within our system, as mentioned, is completely white labeled. The system is very fast, it's very intuitive, and it's very flexible. So you guys, the advisors, are providing something that's completely white labeled, which is helping you to separate yourselves from the guy down the street. So you're not just providing them a report that they can get any 100 websites for free. You're providing them something that's completely white labeled for the advisor. As you see, some of the features that are being, that are prominent within our tools, the risk profiling and analysis. We've got a detailed risk profile questionnaire as part of another application where we can assess the client's investment objective as well as assign a risk score. We can provide hypothetical illustrations and any MPT statistics. So whether it's something basic like standard deviation, Sharpe, alpha, beta, or max drawdown, up and down market capture, trainer ratio, etc. And you do have the ability to specify or really tailor these reports to whoever you're presenting to. So if you wanted to keep something basic, just showing return and standard deviation, you could do so. But if you got the engineer coming in and they want to see their trainer ratio, Sterling ratio, up and down market capture, you'd also have the ability to provide that. Things like our portfolio optimization group for modeling and Monte Carlo, so as well as the investment screening proposal generation that I've already detailed.
Very good. So again, we promised short and sweet here. The goal here today was just to very much introduce the new and exciting relationship between eMoney and AdvisoryWorld. Of course, you know who we are here at eMoney. Been around here for about 2,000 years, and since 2000. Sorry. Over 300 employees, growing quite rapidly here. Philadelphia office, San Diego office. What are we trying to do? We've always done financial planning well. We've always had a client portal. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we are a leading provider of financial planning and client portal, but we're trying to be, and we feel that we are, the platform of financial services, and is evident by great companies like AdvisoryWorld being integrated partners with us. So we're, of course, very excited about this relationship going forward. And then you can send any questions you have to communications@eMoneyAdvisor, and we would, of course, forward those on to AdvisoryWorld if they need to be answered by them or by us. And then here's all the contact information for both firms. And last but not least, we'll do an eMoney plug here for our upcoming eMoney Advisor Summit. Still time to register. It's in Orlando, October 19th to the 21st at eMoneyAdvisorSummit.com. But we're very appreciative here of AdvisoryWorld taking the time to join, and we're excited about our new relationship going forward. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time on the call today.